What is going on, folks? Welcome back to Dark Room Reviews. Hope you all are safe, healthy, happy out there. This was a last minute idea. I didn't plan on recording anything today. There's that thing called writer's block where you can't think of any ideas stirring. Well, that's my brain right now. This is for you guys. It's all for you guys, a little bit of entertainment out of your day. I pulled a bunch of movies from my shelf. Give you guys another physical media showcase here on the channel. So let me know in the comments below, before we get into all these movies, let me know in the comments below, do you like this sort of content? Do you prefer longer videos or shorter, or is this the right amount of length you want your videos to be? And I placed these particular movies together because I think these are the standouts, the classics. At least to me. First up, we have 2001: A Space Odyssey. A lot of people praise this film. It's lengthy. It's a film by Stanley Kubrick, who also put out Eyes Wide Shut, The Shining, and a few more films, but this is his pride and joy. If you haven't experienced 2001: A Space Odyssey, put it on your watch list immediately. Next up is an overlooked Western, and that is 3:10 to Yuma, James Mangold, directed film, Christian Bale, Russell Crowe. I think this is a remake, if I'm not mistaken. Have you guys checked this one out? Next up we have Zack Snyder's 300 film. Now, I found out that there was a comic book and there was a video game attached to this when it came out. Very popular. This movie isn't how I discovered Zack Snyder. I discovered him through 2004's Dawn of the Dead remake. And then this film came around, and Man of Steel. So those films kind of got me into Zack Snyder and his filmography. Next up is a classic, Alien. You got to check this one out. Next up is a Coen Brothers dark comedy called The Big Lebowski. The first time I saw this film, I could not stop laughing. I didn't know what I was in for, but over the years I've heard people talking about this movie, referencing it, and once I saw it, I had to own it. And if you like dark comedies, if you like bleak situations with characters like Lebowski here, and Bowling, John Turturro, great actor. This one's for you. Next up, we have another Ridley Scott film, Blade Runner. This is Blade Runner: The Final Cut. Next up, we have the sequel, Denis Villeneuve directed Blade Runner 2049. Visually, it is jaw-dropping. Visually, when a film has your attention, you want to know more. Like, who's a cinematographer? Who's a director? Who did this? Who are the people responsible, behind the scenes, Next up is a lot of people's favorite Bond film, and that's Casino Royale. This is, I think this was my very first Bond film, believe it or not. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ever get a chance to see GoldenEye. I still want to watch that one. But yeah, Daniel Craig puts on a show here. He's already, set up as the next James Bond. When this came out, I heard a lot of praise, of course, about it, positive reviews, but like the idea, they rolled out the red carpet for this man. It was sky's the limit for Daniel Craig. Next up, we have a knockout performance from Michael B. Jordan. This is Creed. This is Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan team-up film. This was really the first film that Michael B. Jordan caught my attention. His performance here is awesome. Sylvester Stallone won a Best Supporting Actor award at the Golden Globes. Very, very entertaining film. And I think this is a legacy sequel. Next up is one of Martin Scorsese's best mob films, The Departed. Oh man, what a story. A story that still holds up, well directed. The cast, chef's kiss. A-list, solid, rock star cast here. Next up is a seedy little film. I think it's based on a book, but it's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. Our character here, Ryan Gosling's character, the driver, he's a stuntman. He says very little, but he does so much. I mean, his actions speak for themselves. If you haven't seen this one, do check it out. Please watch this one. Next up, I'm going to start on the second stack here. Oscar winning, Golden Globe winning film, A24's Everything Everywhere All at Once. This was when I started exploring more A24 titles, and I'm so glad I did because they are in a league of their own in terms of their creativity, the ideas, and the direction they want to go in with their movies. They stand out so much. Next up, 2009, Peak. This is Peak Will Smith. Next up is a 1990s underrated sci-fi film, The Fifth Element. If you have not experienced The Fifth Element, please do. I think there is a 4K somewhere roaming around online. Next up, we have a 1980s hit, The Goonies. The Goonies. Still to this day, people reference this movie. The actors are huge. This is a 1980s family-friendly adventure film, if there ever was one. We don't talk about Fight Club. Oscar-winning film here, The Hurt Locker. Catherine Bigelow. This sort of revived her directing career. After this, she put out Zero Dark 30. I'm not very big on war films, but when it comes to Mel Gibson's directed Hacksaw Ridge, it's a special one. It's a special one you ought to pay attention to, and you ought to recognize the bravery, the valor of the people. Next up, Interstellar. This film has become Christopher Nolan's best film by a lot of people, overshadowing Inception, The Dark Knight. I think this film and The Dark Knight are toe to toe as Chris Nolan's masterpiece. I loved the performances in this movie. Jaws. What is there more to say about this film? The creme de la creme of shark films. Scared to go in the water because of this film. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Steven Spielberg, John Williams' magnum opus of a score. Goodfellas. This is up there. My name's Forrest Gump, and I think I won an Oscar for this film. Tom Hanks. This put Tom Hanks on the map. This was before Toy Story, so yeah, the rest is history. Inception. Oh my goodness. Inception. As much as I try to understand this film, try to follow along, the movie just doesn't allow me to do that. It confuses me the more I try to understand it. Alright guys, we're down to our last huge stack here. Jurassic Park, my favorite film of the year, my favorite film of all time. Mad Max, Fury Road, The Matrix, the Wachowski Bros, put them on the map. This still talked about. No Country for Old Men, Coen Bros. This is based on a novel by Cormac McCarthy. Get to the job, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Predator. You have arrived when your last name is just on the front of the cover and not, the rest of the cast. You have made it, sir. The true action star, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pirates of the Caribbean, a lot of people's favorites out of the franchise. Gore Verbinski. The more years pass by, the more I think, okay, there's no pirate film that can top this one, or the franchise. Pulp Fiction. Nonetheless, the direction style, the conversations that characters have, it really keeps you invested. Point Break. There will never be another Point Break. If somewhere down the road someone decides to do a real sequel, I don't know, I would love to see Keanu Reeves come back as an older Johnny Utah. Patriot, Rain Man. I caught this one a couple years back for the first time, and I liked it. It's a complex story here about a man who has a brother who is very autistic and has to care for him, and they go on this road trip. Beyond a Bond. I saw this movie a few months back, and wow, I can see why. I understand why this film is so loved. The story. Now, what surprised me was the size of this prison, the look of this prison, Shawshank Prison. It reminded me of this huge castle. Jan de Bont, just talked about Jan de Bont with Speed. He did Twister as well. Fun adventure film for the 90s. James Cameron's Titanic, one of my top 10 films of all time. Sin City, I think this continues to be underlooked, underpraised, but it has quite the ensemble cast. It's based on a comic book series as well by Frank Miller. We have Seven, David Fincher, I talked about Denis Villeneuve earlier, so Sicario here. First up, we have M. Night Shyamalan's best, Signs with Mel Gibson. We have another Western, Tombstone. We have Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick. Very, very praised film from Paul Thomas Anderson, There Will Be Blood. Another James Cameron masterpiece, The Terminator. James Cameron again, A+ film here. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Next up, Wayne's World, very funny, early 1990s film. Last up in this video, Zombieland. Please watch this one if you haven't. Well, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys stick around this long. Yeah, appreciate you guys very much. Again, give this video a thumbs up. This is Dark Room Reviews. I'm Joel, and I will catch you guys in the next one.